One more word problem based on money from exercise 3.1 again. The question is, cost of 2 kg of apples and 1 kg of grapes on a day was found to be rupees 160. After a month, cost of 4 kg of apples and 2 kg of grapes is rupees 300. Represent the situation graphically and algebraically. The sum is absolutely similar to the previous sum, just that in the previous sum they were talking about bats and balls. This time they are talking about grapes and apples, right? So start would remain the same. What would be the start? Let the cost of 1 kg of apple be rupees X and 1 kg of grapes be rupees Y, right? According to the first condition, what does the first condition say? Cost of 2 kgs of apples and 1 kg of grapes on a day was found to be rupees 160. 1 kg of apple is rupees X, so 2 kgs of apples will be 2X, and 1 kg of grape is any which way is rupees Y. So what should be the equation? 2X plus 1 kg of grape, that is Y, is equal to 160. Let this be equation number 1. Simple, very simple. According to the second condition, let's see what is the second condition. After a month, the cost of 4 kg of apples and 2 kg of grapes is rupees 300. 4 kgs of apple is 4X plus 2 kgs of grapes is 2Y. Now, total cost is 300. You can simplify this by dividing throughout by 2 and you get 2X plus Y is equal to 150. Let this be equation number 2. Now, to represent it algebraically and graphically, algebraically we have already done it by forming the equation. Now, let's represent it graphically. So, no need to solve it, just represent, right? To represent algebraically means we just need to form the equations which we just did. Now, let us represent graphically by drawing the graph. How to draw the graph? Write the equation, draw the table. What will that table contain? X, Y, X comma Y. Now what do? We assume X as 0, we get Y is equal to 160, we get 0 comma 160. Then we assume Y as 0, we get 2X is equal to 160, so X is equal to 80. The other point is 80 comma 0. Plot both these points on the graph paper, join them and you get a straight line, right? 2X plus Y is equal to 150. Again, X, Y, X comma Y. Now you assume X as 0, you get Y is equal to 150. The point is 0 comma 150. You assume Y as 0, you get X is equal to 75. The point is 75 comma 0. Let's move on to the graph directly. You draw the lines, you write the scale, the axis, the coordinates, the origin, write it very, very properly, right? Now let's start plotting the point. The first point 0 comma 160 on the y-axis. Don't forget to write the coordinates. Then 80 comma 0 on the x-axis. Don't forget to write the coordinate. Join them and write the equation on it, right? 0 comma 150 again on the y-axis. 75 comma 0 again on the x-axis. Again join them. Don't forget to write the equation on it. Now look at both the lines. Both the lines are parallel. They are not intersecting. Parallel, not intersecting. A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2, not equal to C1 upon C2. The equations have got no solution. No need to write all that. That was just for your information. Your final answer is this: the table, the equation and the graph. As simple as that. Let's move on to the next sum. The next sum is exercise 3.2. Question 1, sub-question 2. 5 pencils and 7 pens cost together rupees 50, whereas 7 pencils and 5 pens cost together rupees 46. Find the cost of 1 pencil and 1 pen graphically. Again, we are supposed to draw the graph, right? But this time not just represent, but find the answer. I mean find the point of intersection, because point of intersection is nothing but the solution, right? Let's move on. Initial steps would remain the same. Find the cost of 1 pencil and 1 pen. So let the cost of 1 pencil be rupees X and 1 pen be rupees Y, right? What is the first condition given to us? 5 pencils and 7 pens cost together rupees 50. Cost of 1 pencil is rupees X, so 5 pencils definitely would be 5X, and 1 pen is Y, so 7 pens would definitely be 7Y. So the first equation is 5X plus 7Y is equal to 50. Let this be equation number 1. According to the second condition, what the second condition says, 7 pencils, 5 pens, 46. So 7x, 5y is equal to 46. Let this be equation number 2. Now we need to solve it, but this time we are not supposed to solve it algebraically. I mean, not by the methods of cross multiplication or elimination or substitution. This time we are supposed to solve it by the graphical method. Solve it by graphical method. We need to draw the graph. So first write the equation, draw the table. What will the table contain? X, y, x comma y. First, what do? We assume x is equal to 0 and we get y. Now see what happens this time. When we take x is equal to 0, you get 5 into 0 plus 7y is equal to 50. You get 7y is equal to 50. Now 50 is not divisible by 7. So value of y will be in decimal, which cannot be plotted on the graph paper. So we may think in that way. First we should take x is equal to 0, but in this particular sum, if you take x is equal to 0, you get y in decimals. You can't plot it on the graph paper. So what to do? Let's see if we can take x is equal to 1. If you take x is equal to 1, again you can see the calculations on the screen. You get 7y is equal to 45. Again 45 is not divisible by 7. Again y is in decimal. You can't take x is equal to 1 as well. Let's see if we can take x is equal to 2. See the calculations. You get 7y is equal to 40. Again 40 is not divisible by 7. Again decimal. Can't be plotted on the graph paper. Let's see if we can take x is equal to 3. Oh, that's great. When you take x is equal to 3, you get 7y is equal to 35. You get y is equal to 5. And finally, we get the value of x, which we can assume. This might happen in the exam, that the concept of v doing with x is equal to 0, you getting y, and y is equal to 0, you getting x. Sometimes in sums like this might fail. So you need to check for all the values. X is equal to 1, minus 1, 2, minus 2, 3, minus 3. You will finally get it for some value. So here you get x is equal to 3, y is equal to 5. The point is 3, 5. Let's see what happens when we substitute y is equal to 0. Thankfully, when y is equal to 0, you get 5x is equal to 50. So x is equal to 10. You can very much plot it on the graph paper. 7x plus 5y is equal to 46. Now let's see what this equation has in store for us. X, y, x comma y. First, let's take x is equal to 0. Now again, when you take x is equal to 0, you get 5y is equal to 46. Can't be plotted on the graph paper. When you take x is equal to 1, no. When you take x is equal to 2, no. When you take x is equal to 3, 7 3s are 21. 21 goes to the other side. You get 46 minus 21, which is 25. You get 5y is equal to 25, y is equal to 5. So this is, I think, better. When x is equal to 3, you get y is equal to 5. Again, you are getting 3, 5. Hold on. Now you take y is equal to 0, you get 7x is equal to 46. Y is equal to 1, 7x is equal to 41. Y as 2, you try, you won't get. Y as 3, you try, won't get. 4, 5. 5 may you get, but that is already there, 3, 5. So when you don't get numbers, when you don't get the required number to be assumed, you can try out the negative numbers as well. For example, if you substitute y is equal to minus 2, just check 5 into minus 2 is minus 10. It goes to the other side, becomes plus 10. 46 plus 10 is 56. So 7x is equal to 56, x is equal to 8, and you get a valid point. Right? This permutations and combinations you may have to do in the exam a bit. Not much. If you actually see, if you don't get a value till say 1, 2, 3, 4, you try with the negative values as well, and you will get the answer fast. So no need to worry about it. Right? Let's plot these points on the graph paper. Lines, axis, origin, scale. The first point is 3, 5. That comes in the first quadrant. The scale is 1 centimeter is equal to 1 rupee on both the axes. The first point 3, 5 on the screen already. The second point is 10, 0. already on the screen. Join them and don't forget to write the equation on it. Again, second equation, the first point is the same, 3 comma 5, so no need to plot it again. And the second point there is 8 comma minus 2, so it will go in the fourth quadrant, 8 comma minus 2. As you can see, we have taken y-axis, negative numbers in the y-axis because there is a negative y, right? So you get 8 comma minus 2, you join 8 comma minus 2 and 3 comma 5, write the equation on it. The sum is not over because this time it is not represent, it is find the cost. So we need to find the point of intersection. No need to find it, you can actually see it. The point of intersection is 3 comma 5, and because the point of intersection is 3 comma 5, we come to a conclusion that cost of one pencil is rupees 3 and cost of one pen is rupees 5. As simple as that.